From what I know about my mom, she was funny, she was intelligent, she had great artistic ability, she was kind to her friends, and she was a good mom. I used to hate her. I used to spit on her grave. I used to call her every unfathomable word in a derogatory manner because in the end I was hurt. I just missed her. I'm grateful that my mom hated herself enough that she took her own life. Because it eventually gave me a life to share with others, that maybe they could reap some of the benefits that I've went through as a former self-destructing maniac. We have to understand the impact that emotional hardships have on people. Nobody grows up saying, I want to become addicted to drugs or alcohol. No young girl grows up and says, I want to become bulimic. Or nobody wakes up and says, you know what, I want to eat a bunch of unhealthy food and weigh 400 pounds and then die of a heart attack in front of my family. Nobody wants to do that as a lifelong goal. So then why does it happen? Every day. People are hurting, and they're using food, gambling, sex, drugs and alcohol, shopping, whatever, to cope with that hurt. Let's talk quantities for a minute. I was drinking close to 2 bottles of whiskey a day. Doing a lot of cocaine when I had the means to do it. 3 or 4 grams of cocaine or a quarter ounce when days were really good. I was doing a lot of drugs. And that's not to brag, it's just that's what I was doing. I lived in my car. I had a gun in my mouth. I was drinking myself to death. I just didn't want to live anymore. My mom didn't talk about killing herself. She killed herself. My uncle killed himself. He didn't talk about killing himself. He killed himself. And those that are talking about killing themselves, what they're saying is, please help me because I don't know what to do. That's how I lived for a long time. I talked about suicide all the time in my addiction, and I battled it even in my sobriety. And I think it's a good thing, because people that talk about suicide don't want to kill themselves. They don't know how to live yet. I not only don't like the bike, I am terrible at biking. It's long, it's hard, and I don't like that. The pain that I feel physically and mentally and emotionally is awful. But the thrill of overcoming that pain lasts a lifetime. Every day was like that. Find a way to get high, have some type of chaos ensue, whether the cops were coming over, I got in a fight, or just did some stupid thing under the influence of drugs and alcohol. That was my life, and I hurt a lot of people. When I see somebody from my past, I apologize to them. We'll laugh about a lot of things, but they'll tell me how hard it was for them to watch me kill myself. It is your responsibility to clean up the choices that you made. Nobody else's. I did that, you have to do it too. You created your messed up life. Nobody else did. Do not blame your parents, your friends, your former girlfriends, whoever. You did this to yourself, so own it. I'm not some unique person who's been chosen to do all this stuff. I've worked for it. I don't even like to say things like, I'm a recovering addict. I'm not a recovering addict. I am a person who is living. That's what I do. Every day I live. That's one of the reasons I'm so driven to do what I do, is I don't want to lose how I feel. That euphoric feeling that I get to live every day, I don't want to lose it. And I'm not going to lose it. I can empathize with somebody that would look at me and go, well, that dude just traded one addiction to the other. I'm not addicted to anything. Nothing. I gave up being addicted the day I stopped using drugs and alcohol. That was addiction. I was physically addicted. I don't need Iron Man. I enjoy Iron Man. If I couldn't run anymore, I would find something else to do. If it's negative, the environment or the tone is negative, I will stick in it for a second or two to see if something I can say will help change that. And if it doesn't, I leave. I don't like it. There's nothing productive that comes out of it. I've had enough negativity in my life. I don't need any more. I don't want it. It sucks the air out of the positivity. I don't want to do it anymore. And I don't. You listen to people, and when they say they can't, they're done. But if you say, I'm scared, or I don't know, or I'm worried, or I need help with, no problem. You will be okay. But when you say you can't, you're right. You can't. You can do anything you put your mind to, but you gotta make the effort. Somebody could hear how I'm talking and watch this and go, man, that dude is so full of himself. And I'm like, you're not listening to what I'm saying. Because this isn't arrogance. This is an example of what healing looks like, feels like, and sounds like. I never thought I would be speaking like this, ever. That's confidence. And that feels really good. Take the Iron Man out. Don't compare with it. Relate to it. Relate to the pain. Relate to the euphoria and apply it to your own goals. This is about you. It's not about me. You have an opportunity to live a life you never thought was imaginable. Visualization. Not only picturing what the finish is going to look like, but how am I going to feel when I finish? Or, God forbid, if you don't finish it, how is that going to feel? Keep going. How do you want to feel knowing that you gave up? I did that once. It sucked. Someone says, I'm really tired. I'm like, what does that mean? Finish it. In another 10 minutes, are you going to be really tired? Keep going. 10% more tired, 13% more tired. What does that even mean? Keep moving, because it's going to be over and then you can take a nap. Keep going, 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 keep going.